And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Dragons!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
The playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Through Zoom. So
what up?
We're ready to get this going. I guess let's just get right into it.
Yeah, like I said, this is y'all's show today. So where do you want to start at?
I think the biggest news, let's just start with the opening day roster. It's set in stone now. Last episode, me and Chance kind of gave our predictions for it, and
God, we
were pretty much wrong on every like 50-50 shot.
Everything you said, Clay, about hey, we need to look at the options for these players.
Oh, that all came true.
Done that.
Yeah, that all came true. Yeah, let's get into that. Do we want to just go position by position?
First. Let's do an ad read.
Okay, yeah. Do we want to go position by position with that though?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's start with let's do Mimi's. Melissa's a Braves.
I ain't got that wrote yet.
Oh, well, shout out Mimi's.
Yeah, I gotta write that. She told me to write it, so
yeah, you're doing a great job, Clay.
Yeah, let's do.
You got some cute kids. Mimi's got cute clothes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right.
Go. Melissa's probably listening to this, so I'll get that written sometime soon.
She's got cute boy clothes too.
Yeah, from experience, huh?
We've gotten some junk for CJ from there, and it's good stuff. We're about to buy.
Is this going to be our ad read right here? Just talking random stuff.
We should.
Yeah, go to Melissa. She made our hoodies. She does anything you want to do with clothes, I guess.
Yeah.
They got
support local.
Yeah, straight up. Mimi's.
Hey, the Easter Bunny's going to be there Sunday.
April 2nd, right?
Yeah, I'm taking CJ.
There we go. Go see the Easter Bunny. And then go home and watch the Braves at noon.
I know. Let's go watch the Braves and then go.
Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah.
And that's only if the Braves are home time.
But yeah, shout out Mimi's. I'll get an official ad written for that. It's a little bit harder to describe that than it was for me to describe this little piggy. So, yeah, let's get into this though. So we want to start behind the plate, catcher.
Yeah,
Sean Murphy.
That's about set in stone as it can be.
Yeah, we've known that since when was that trade? December.
It was a weird
something
time.
like that. But yeah, Sean Murphy's obviously going to be our starting catcher. He got some reps towards the end of spring training and got a little bit of power behind his bat at the end. I think last game he played, he hit a homer, right? So that's good to see. And then Travis, there's been some encouraging signs coming from him. It seems like he's looking like more of an option for the future. It seems like we're almost going to extend him. That's what reports have started to sound like, and I'm very excited for that.
He understands where he's at in his career, and he is very honest with himself.
Yeah.
And he realizes that he can't be an everyday guy anymore.
Yeah.
He'd have to either be
He's a leader in that clubhouse too.
Exactly. He's been a steady clubhouse guy, very good clubhouse guy. I mean, we've taken a hit with that past couple of years with Freddie and Dansby leaving now.
And yeah, he does seem like he's the guy that's taken the lead.
Oh, he definitely is. He's a very likable guy too.
There's been a lot of people that have said, I think there was a Braves TikTok or something where it was like, who on the team do you think will be a manager in the future? Yes. Everyone said them. I mean, everyone said Travis. That was very cool to see, and that's what you want from a veteran catcher.
A veteran catcher, exactly.
Especially a backup. Like that's what you see from the Tyler Flowers of the world, stuff like that. And it's crazy to think, what was that, 3-4 years ago? Tyler Flowers was that for us, and I think it was
2 years ago.
Was it 2?
2 years ago, he came to camp, and he was going to be our backup, but he decided that he just wasn't cut out for baseball.
Who was it?
Anymore.
It wasn't Billiam yet.
No. It was Darno and somebody. I can't remember off that World Series roster. That was the year we had so many catchers because people had gotten hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, it was Alex Jackson played a little bit.
Alex Jackson, yeah.
It was mainly Darno though, but
yeah, it's crazy to think that the guy that, I mean, honestly, the dude was an all-star last year.
Yeah,
and now he's our backup catcher and veteran leader. We're blessed.
Extremely, because he can still hit too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, not much else to really talk about with catchers. Let's move on to first base, which Not much to
Who's
talk
playing
about.
first, Kyle?
Matt Olson.
Are we sure?
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
He might move just to DH. Focus on his hitting. He needs to
Yeah,
focus on
he's
that.
killing it. He's killing it. He led the entire league in home runs in spring. I hope he brings
two.
that
I think
same.
Second most was 6. He had 8.
So I hope he brings that same big bat energy.
Yes.
In the regular season. He put up some crazy stats, man. Like those are like high school stat numbers.
Kevin Smith and Stephen Vogt and Billiam. Jonathan Lucroy, Jeff Mathis.
Jonathan Lucroy played for us for one game against the Pirates, and he had like 2 doubles. And I thought, man, this guy's gonna be a piece.
And Vogt hit the homer. You remember?
He got hurt that day and never played.
Yeah, that were all the catchers. I think Billiam was the guy though for the World Series because everybody else had been hurt or traded.
Funny thing about Matt Olson, I don't think y'all have gotten to really watch any of the Braves broadcast. I've watched pretty much all of them that they've had, just a little bit to hear our new play-by-play guy, Brandon Gaudin. He said the other day, I think it was Sunday, he was like, we just need to take Matt Olson, wrap him in bubble wrap, and ship him to Washington, D.C. right now for opening day.
I heard that. That was after he hit the ball over the batter's eye in center field.
Yeah, dead center.
Yeah, the man's on a mission. It really feels like it.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's almost like he has no nerves this year.
Yeah,
he's like comfortable, you know.
Got the Freddie monkey off his back. Yes,
exactly. He doesn't have to hear Freddie every day now. Something that David O'Brien brought up on his pod the other day. He was like, last year was the abbreviated spring training for one, okay, and that was right after we traded for him, right when the lockout ended. He said Matt Olson literally every day after games he had press conference after press conference, interview after interview, and it was draining on him, I'm sure.
I mean, probably until after that Freddie
game,
which was what, mid-May,
something like that, or June.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for Matt.
Yeah, it was a while before he turned it on.
Yeah, that I know our first episode I had Matt at third above Riley, and you know Riley still had a good spring, but everyone had a good spring really.
That's the thing. Every one of our starters had a good spring.
Yeah, but Matt just had such a special one that. What'd you say?
I said everybody but the pitching.
Yeah, our relievers they kind of got better as it went on.
Yeah.
Like I told Clay, I think it was last night or the day before, I was like, AJ Minter really struggled early on, but if you think about our pitchers, he has the longest delivery out of anybody of our relievers.
Yeah.
So he's probably getting used to that pitch clock still.
Yeah, and we talked that a little bit.
He's also mad he's not turkey hunting, so.
That is also true.
We talked that a little bit on the last episode about how
he's got to wear off that pissed offness for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. About how the transition to the pitch clock was probably a lot more harder on the veteran pitchers that have been doing it for so long. And then while we saw these guys like Dodd, Schuster, Dylan Lee,
completely comfortable.
Yeah, because Dylan Lee was like by far our best reliever, and he's the guy that has played minor league ball way more recently than anybody else in that bullpen. Yeah. So first base, Matt Olson. Can't wait to watch him crush the ball. I'm expecting chop house shots. We didn't get enough of them last year.
Expecting chop house moon shots.
We didn't get enough of them last year, so I want some Jocktober type of those hits that he would do.
God, I miss that dude.
Yes,
I do too.
He'll be back one day somehow.
I never thought I would say that, dude. He brought so much to our team.
He saved the season.
He did.
Literally.
And that's why whenever they designed the ring, they had him be such a pivotal part of it. Because they knew he was the turning point.
Yeah.
You know?
Second base, we got Ozzie.
Ozzie.
Looked a little bit better as the spring went on.
He was really well from the left-handed side, which really positive. Some
power from the left-hand side too, which has been hit or miss kind of in the past. Very excited for him. His glove will obviously be huge this year, and I think it's going to be even more important with the no shift because he's got crazy range and a good arm.
Shortstop arm.
Yeah, that's what Chip Carey would always say. But yeah, I'm very excited for Ozzie. Not much else to really say about him. You know what he's going to bring to the table. Like you're going to know with about 7 of these guys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the blessing of being so locked down.
Yes.
You know.
And then third base, Austin Riley, same thing. I mean, you expect a great season from him. 100 RBIs, 30 homers, that type of season. I think he had some miscues on defense this spring, but he's never been an absolutely great defender, but he's above average.
He's got a sneaky good glove.
Yeah. But he also does make some miscues. Yeah. Austin Riley, great player. He's going to be your probably 3-hole hitter.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So can't wait for him. And then shortstop, which was one of the bigger question marks, came out of absolutely nowhere with
coming into camp. I think everybody, and I think Kyle included, I think everybody thought it was going to be Vaughn.
Yeah.
You
know? Yeah. And then it out of nowhere, it became Shoemake. Like Shoemake became the guy.
Like a week ago.
Yeah.
Snicker was asked who it was going to be. He said, he was asked, is it going to be one of the 2 young guys? He said, yes.
Yeah.
And then
they both performed.
Yeah.
They both performed well. And then out of nowhere, both get sent down to AAA, and it's Orlando Arcia's job. It's a move that a lot of people, I guess, were more confused by, but I'm okay with it.
I've grown to be okay with it. I mean, after losing your franchise shortstop in Dansby Swanson, you immediately think, okay, we're going to make a splash move, or we're going to bring up this rookie, you know, our future. But that's not the case, because what does Anthopoulos love? He loves options.
Yes.
And he loves depth. Something that was brought up is, how many second basemen did we have play last year? Answer that 6.
Really?
Yeah.
6?
Wow.
6 different people played second base.
Ozzie, Arcia, Vaughn,
Robinson Cano.
Robbie Cano was on the Braves?
Phil Gosselin.
Oh, crap. I remember Phil. Who was the other guy, though?
And there was another dude.
The guy that came up for like that one game.
That was Sean Kazmar. That was a year Hexie got a ring.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We had six guys play second base.
Robbie Cano.
The strangest thing to me about that move wasn't necessarily that, because if you look at his spring, Arcia had a great spring.
Yeah.
Like, he hit the ball well. He hit when it counted. But what surprised me is he is that utility guy. He's that depth that the Braves desperately need. So you almost didn't expect him to move into the everyday shortstop position. You expected him to be there as a tool guy, you know, for when you needed to fill in, when you needed, you know, maybe a bat here and there, or to, you know, Ozzie goes down, somebody to fill in at second. I didn't expect him to be the everyday guy, which honestly I don't think he will be. Like I really think Vaughn is going to take over. Yeah, I don't trust Shoemake's bat, even though he showed some spark. But the word on him last year was, you know, he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. So I think Vaughn's still the future. I don't know why they did this. A lot of people don't like it. I think Arcia might have had a slightly better bat over the spring
I'll
than
tell you
Vaughn.
why they did it. They did it because they want depth. And Adrianza, remember Adrianza?
Yeah.
He signed a minor league deal with us this offseason. So his contract's not guaranteed if to make the big league club.
Yeah.
So what they have done is basically added depth for a longer period of time without getting rid of Adrianza. So
I got you.
Adrianza is now our Arcia.
Guy.
He's what we thought Arcia was going to be.
Utility guy now. And I didn't think about it like this, but they're looking at it as Vaughn was going to get the job only if he just blew him away defensively. And he didn't blow him away.
Yeah.
Did he make strides? Yes, but he just didn't blow him away. So
Do they not trust Vaughn's arm? Is it the arm?
He's just too long, dude. He's 6'4".
Yeah, it's just a fielding overall.
And you would think he would have good range, but he doesn't. He has poor range, and that's why they don't view him as a shortstop in the future. Like,
yeah, I mean, people still think he's going to be a left fielder.
I'm one of those people.
But then what do you do with shortstop? Trade.
We got a 17-year-old from the Dominican.
Uh-oh.
Named Diego Benitez. He's supposed to be good one day whenever he's allowed to play.
Another thing that I think goes into the factor, or a reason that I don't think it's going to be bad, is like, imagine if Vaughn was the guy, and then this opening series he makes an error. Like that's going to be in his head the whole year. Let him go down to AAA, play a month or two, get some experience. If he's good enough, come up. Arcia can do whatever.
Yes, I mean Arcia was the starting shortstop for 3 postseason teams with the Brewers.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do is all right, both guys have something to prove. Vaughn needs to prove that he can play defense at shortstop. Shoemaker needs to prove that he can hit consistently. So what are they going to do? Vaughn's going to play shortstop every day.
Shoemaker's going to play second.
Shoemaker's going to play second, and he's never played second before. That's something I didn't know.
So give him some more versatility defensively.
Exactly. Last year, whenever Ozzie got hurt, Shoemaker was going to be the guy to come up. But he couldn't because he had just partially torn his PCL. So we were going to be in a weird spot without him playing second base before last year.
Yeah,
so
essentially that's what we made Vaughn, right? Exactly. He had never played second.
He played a little bit. That's why I like those guys like Robbie Cano and Gosselin were playing. And so Anthopoulos is like, okay, I've learned from my mistake. Fool me once, shame on you, you know. I'm going to have this guy be able to play second base now. Vaughn can play it. They already know Shoemaker can play short.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
– and Shoemaker hit in AAA, though.
That's the thing. Let's see if he can hit. So I understand it. Is it flashy? No. Is it what everybody thought would happen? No. But like Kyle said, Arcia had a really good spring. Yeah. And if you look at
made
his
some
numbers,
good defensive plays too.
If you look at his numbers, look at whenever he started having a good spring.
Yeah.
After Vaughn got sent.
Yep. He had a homer today, didn't he?
I don't know about today. I didn't get to look.
Someone did. I think one of the starters did.
He is a big time player.
I love him.
Fine. Yeah.
So who we got in right field, Chance?
The one they call El Abusador. Ronald Acuna Jr., I believe.
Yeah, Arcia homer today.
See, RC is a big time guy, man. And then center, I don't think that's really a trick question either. However, did y'all see what I sent y'all about Pache?
Oh, he didn't make the cut or wave.
Free agent.
Bring him back. Bring him back. He loves the Braves.
Why not?
World Series champion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all about bringing back Pache. But yeah, right field, obviously Ronnie. Then center, obviously Money Mike. Can't wait to have him back.
Future superstar.
Yeah, I'm so excited to watch him for a full year.
Alex is so good, guys. He's so good.
I love him.
He was between 3 dudes: Drew Waters, Pache.
Where's Drew Waters even at? Kansas City?
Is hurt. Yes, he's in Kansas City. He strained his oblique a couple weeks ago. He's out for like 3 months.
That sounds about right.
Like, Pache can't hit. He's about to be cut from the team we just traded him for when he was probably
he's about to be cut from the Oakland A's.
Exactly. He's got to get cut from the worst team in baseball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that Matt Olson trade has turned into Shea Langoliers
who
Matt Olson.
Might be starting catcher, but we have Sean Murphy and Travis Darnett.
Yeah, we're okay.
And we had Billiam. Plenty of options.
It's just the man. He's the best in the business.
And while Money Mike's going to be a Gold Glover and top 100 player.
Possible.
Yeah, I love Money Mike, man. He's probably my most anticipated player to watch this year.
Kyle, I don't know if I talked about this with you that time on the pod. They said he gained 25 pounds of pure muscle.
Yes.
They say he looks like a fullback.
I'm so ready. So ready.
And if you look at it, it's all in his butt, dude. He's got a bigger butt now, man. He's powerful. I guarantee he's powerful.
Like there's a good chance that we come out of this year and he's my favorite player.
Baseball is all about the lower body guys. Mm-hmm. Like they did. There was a video on social media recently, and it was like, "What's your squat max?" And it was asking all the guys on, I think it was the Angels. And anyways, these cats were all maxing like 600 pounds on the squat.
Yep.
Like anywhere from like 450 to 600. That's where your money's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you'll notice, it's not like he's just purely ripped up top, because that's actually a bad thing. As Giancarlo Stanton, you know, with how many injuries he has, so he's still got some body fat up top. And I said this quote last night. There's an old saying: you can't strain or sprain fat. So,
yeah. Let's go over to left field though.
Left field is the
Eddie Rosario.
Rosario looks good, guys. His numbers don't look good. I think he struck out 4 times all spring.
I love that.
And a lot of loud contact.
Yeah.
That's including like the WBC.
Well, and the past 5 games or so, he's hit the ball some like 2 or 3 homers probably. I'm so excited for Eddie. I like Eddie a lot.
I love what he does for us.
Yeah, and he's a guy that, I mean, you can literally hit him at what, 8 or 7, and there might be a game where he hits a homer and a double.
He batted leadoff for us in the NLCS.
Yeah.
He got hot.
And he was like, he had like probably the best series of all time for a player, that series.
Which is another reason to be romantic about Rosario.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the way that we feel about Ozuna too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we skipped right over DH.
Yeah, we got a lot of.
We need to come back to that.
We'll come back to it, but I think it ties into left field too, because you've seen Ozuna play some left field in the past as well.
I don't want to throw up. Let me tell you this right now. If Marcell Ozuna plays any meaningful days in left field, unless he's just raking the ball, I'm going to be pissed. You hear me? I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see him there.
I don't either, but it's good for him to be able to.
And he hit the ball well this spring.
Oh,
he hit it pretty well.
He has answered every piece of criticism that's been given.
Yeah, and obviously he has his problems.
He's Marcel for the Braves.
Yeah, but there's something about him that I just I want him to do good.
He's fun.
Everyone on the Braves and the Braves fans, like they want him to pretty much be off the roster. I mean, I don't disagree with that opinion. I mean, it's well warranted. But
no, if he had anything better than a $38 million contract left, like something cheaper,
yeah,
he would not be on the team.
Right? Yeah, I mean, but there's just something in me that's like I want to see him succeed again. I want him to bounce back. And is it all because of just the love of this team? Yeah, and he's a great locker room guy. Apparently, like the team loves him, which is super weird. But yeah, hopefully he can get everything straightened out, stay out of the news, and then give us some big hits. Yeah, I'm excited to watch him and see what Ozuna we will get. Will we get COVID Ozuna?
I hope
that's what Ozuna. If we get COVID Ozuna, the league's in trouble.
Very much.
Yeah. Also, so on our bench, we've got, as we mentioned, Adrianza, our utility guy. You know what you're going to get from him. Not a lot. Like, he'll get some timely hits. I mean, we just mentioned it with Eddie.
If he has to play meaningful baseball early, then that means somebody got hurt, though.
Yeah, but as we mentioned with Eddie, I mean, he was very big in that NLCS. He's the one that had the hit before Eddie hit the 3-runner.
He's the one that went in and hit for Ian.
Yep. So yeah, Adrianza is just a vet. He looks so old.
He is.
What is he, like 36 probably?
He's in his upper 30s.
He just looks old too. So he's going to be fine though. Good locker room guy, I'm sure. And then who else? So our outfielders we're bringing on are
I believe Kevin Pillar and Sam Hilliard.
Yes.
Yep.
So Pillar,
Sam Hilliard. I got a piece on Sam, okay?
That's a huge article.
All right, let's go.
For some reason about Sam Hilliard.
So Sam Hilliard, hear me out, guys. Sam Hilliard is 6'5", 236.
He's a mountain.
All right. He runs his sprint speed is in the 85th percentile. His exit velo is the 97th percentile. He is Josh Allen in the outfield.
Specimen.
Okay, this guy's a specimen. Now, he was in Colorado, right? Think of a guy that size. He should have been crushing the ball, given the elevation. Mile High Stadium, should have been killing it, right? Well, he didn't. But in this article that I was reading up on, it's called The Case for Sam Hilliard, Everyday Left Fielder. So he was a guy, he doesn't have great contact. All he does is pull the ball, smashes the ball. He's the type of guy who was affected negatively by the shift. Okay? So a couple of years ago, he actually put up some decent stats Wasn't the everyday guy, but when he did play, he played well. Last year, for whatever reason, they tried to Tony Gwynn it with him and told him to start hitting the other way.
Huh.
I'm guilty of this. Like, you've heard me say it, like, why can't these guys just hit it to the opposite field? Well, Sam tried, and he was piss poor. Like, his stats tanked that year. But in 2020, he was 10th in the league in triples and second in putouts plus assist, and he only played 36 games.
Oh, wow.
So the guy has got elite speed, well, top end speed. He's got the power. He's going to benefit from both rule changes. He's going to benefit from the steals and the pickoffs, and then he's also going to benefit from the shift. So
yeah,
I don't know how he's going to do. When he gets the opportunity to. His spring stats look good. He had 48 at bats. He had 4 doubles, a home run, 10 RBIs, which is big. He batted .417. His on-base percentage was .509. It's crazy. His OPS was greater than 1. He had 2 stolen bases, and for his career, he's a 95% stealer. So he gets 95% of the bags he steals. His only problem is he's going to strike out. That's been the name of his game throughout his career. He
that's the
struck
name
out
of the Braves.
Times. Yeah. So, I think that's why we were good with that. So he could be a guy that surprises people this year.
Absolutely. He could be that Jock Peterson type of guy. Yeah. Like that kind of role where he's that fourth outfielder that,
or become a DH guy. Like
even that, yeah.
DH with Ozuna.
And I don't know what his glove is. I'm sure it's better than Eddie's.
It's got to be good
just based on his. Based on his speed.
He has the range. Yeah, he's got range.
Absolutely, and the size.
They say Eli White is a plus fielder as well.
Yeah.
By the way, Eli White had a spring. He batted .429, 7 RBIs, 3 home runs.
Heck yeah.
His on-base percentage was .500. His OPS was 1.393. So I mean, he'll
be starting in Gwinnett.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Hilliard.
Hey guys, Gwinnett is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the best starting rotation in Gwinnett.
They're gonna have a guy that went five no hitless in the World Series. So with Ian Anderson.
Yeah,
but with Hilliard,
those left fielders, Kyle. If you look at all of our guys that we brought in to compete for that backup left field spot, everyone underperformed at spring.
Oh, Forrest Wall. We hadn't even mentioned him.
Forrest Wall. He's a freaking Swiss Army knife guy, too. He can play everywhere.
Dude, he had 6 stolen bases in the spring.
Yeah, like all these guys that we brought in to compete and show us what they've got, they did it. So, like, kudos to them because
Justin Dean, another guy they brought in, he had 6 stolen bases.
Okay. Justin Dean's like 30.
He had 6 stolen bases, though.
Yeah, he's very fast.
He's quick. That's about all he's got.
But with Hilliard, I think also, he's a lefty. Coors Field had a weird left field wall.
Yeah.
Right field wall. That's what I mean. Yeah. It takes up, it goes all the way to like right center, way more than the Chop House brick wall does.
They had to do that, though, because of the elevation.
Yeah. But I'm sure, I don't know for a fact, but that had to have probably played into why he was not as good there. Because if he did try to pull the ball, a little bit harder to hit it over. In the Chop House with no shift, you can hit homers there for a lefty.
Pull it, buddy. It's
yeah,
like
please. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could see a Jock Peterson type of guy from him, and also we might be in a 8th inning. Eddie's up to bat. Eddie gets on base, pinch run Hilliard, let him play 2 innings of defense.
Yeah,
I mean that kind of Heredia role or something.
That's going to be Pilar's role, I think.
Heredia
is the Heredia role. Yeah.
What is Pilar? Is he like fast or anything?
He's just a good ball player. He's a vet.
Yeah.
It's just all he is.
All right. Well, that's it for the roster. Oh, I mean for the field. We haven't talked about pitching.
Yeah. Not a whole lot there to really discuss.
Bullpen.
Kyle Wright is going to be on the IL to start the season.
Yeah.
Which shocking. Yeah. Not really though, if you think about it. Dylan Dodd and Schuster have made it really easy on the Braves to allow Wright to keep building up.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
and
fine.
He went on under shoulder inflammation, but it's not really that because he's not even hurt right now.
No, it was
he had like a shoulder injection months ago.
He's got something they call a sticky shoulder, and it's basically like his shoulder and the rotator cuff. It's like just not really fluid right now, built up because of inflammation and junk like that, and a little bit of scar tissue, I guess. But he's fine. They're just doing this to allow him to build back up. That's it. So it's kind of like a phantom IL stint.
Yeah,
which is perfectly fine to start the season. You don't want Kyle Wright right now. You want him in September.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. And like I said, Jared Schuster and Dylan Dodd pitching so well has just made it really easy for them. So good for them. But I do believe it's going to be Schuster after Kyle Wright comes back. I think
he'll have a lot easier of a first game to let us determine who it will be.
Yeah, he's getting the pitch against the Nationals.
While Dodd's going to be going against the Cardinals.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I'm excited to watch that. It's cool. It's just a cool situation.
I'm excited to see what number they pick.
Yeah, that too. They might both go with the 80s or whatever now for just that first game.
Schuster won't.
You don't think?
Schuster's probably been told he's there. That's what I think.
I don't know.
Snit told them both together that they were making the roster.
Yeah, so that was cool. I wish we had a video of that.
Yeah,
everyone in the world gets videos. We don't.
See the video of Jordan Walker.
Yeah,
and Anthony Volpe from Yankees.
Vlope.
Yeah, even though it's VOLP.
I always thought it was Volpe too.
Yeah, no, it's Vlope. That's how they pronounce it. It's weird.
Yeah, that's it for the starting pitchers. Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Charlie Morton. You know what you're getting out of those three.
I'm worried about Uncle Charlie.
Are you? Why?
A little bit.
This spring.
He'll be all right. He's Charlie. He's fine.
He is averaging 11 Ks per 9 innings though.
Oh, he's got some filthy.
He's going to strike you out, and he's going to give a couple homers.
And he's going to hit the back foot of a left-handed batter on a curveball.
That's true.
At least once every 2 games.
Yeah. Fried will do it too with his slider, his little backdoor slider.
Fried's so filthy. He's so filthy, Kyle. Can't wait to watch him Thursday.
Yeah. Against Patrick Corbin.
Yeah.
Bullpen. We had Iglesias go IL.
He has legitimate shoulder inflammation.
Yes.
I'm kind of worried about that, not going to lie, because they don't let you pick up a baseball for 7 days. And it's basically they're just crossing their fingers that it's going to be fine after 7 days, and it possibly could not be. So that's kind of worrisome.
Yeah, it is. We got Mentor, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who else made the roster? I'm trying to think. Dylan Lee.
All these freaking guys. Colin McHugh.
Joe Jimenez.
Kirby Yates.
Nick
Anderson's making it because of Iglesias being hurt.
Yeah.
Jesse
Jesse.
Chavez. Michael Tonkin.
Yeah, Tonkin's a weird one.
Options.
So who's not making it? Lutage is making it, right?
His name's
yeah,
Lukey.
Lutage will be there.
Lukey is how you pronounce it?
It's Lukey. I heard
Interesting.
it the other day. Yep, Lukey.
He'll be on it, though? He made the roster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's guaranteed because he's a lefty, even though he sucks.
Yeah. He ain't gonna suck.
He'll
be all right. But yeah,
Jackson Stevens did not.
Yeah, he sucked.
I hope we never see him again. That's just me.
We'll see. Yeah, that's it for the bullpen and the pitching and the roster. Anything else you want to say with that, or do we want to transition?
I say let's keep on going. Let's go on.
All right. Well, I'll do an ad read real quick.
I'm gonna get another body armor too. Wasn't enough.
Big Reed BBQ started as a family recipe in 1986. Our mild flavor is right on time, and our spicy is just enough heat. Owner Ken Reed and Director of Marketing Andre Leonard say you can get our sauce at Doug Damona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, the Salty Brahma, the Quitman Store, and Amazon. So go get you some Big Reed. Get it ready for Thursday. Grill up some food. Take off work.
I wish. Hey, if I wasn't having football practice right now, I would not be at work Thursday. I promise you.
Or get it ready for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, back to back. So
3:05 first pitch Saturday.
Yep, ready for that. Be over right before the tournament, NCAA.
Yeah, because baseball games only take 2 hours and about 20 minutes now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm anxious to see how that works with regular season.
We'll be quick.
With that, do we want to do any NL East talk? I feel like we need to.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about it on this pod. Nationals.
They suck.
Yeah, the Nationals are bad. That's it for the Nationals.
They
Marlins.
They might lose 100 games.
I would be shocked if they don't.
Yeah.
With the Marlins, you never know with them. It feels like they always overachieve a little bit.
For stints.
Yeah. You bring in Jorge for a whole year, our legend. Luis Arias is in after Pablo Lopez is gone. Sandy Alcantara, obviously. Jazz Chisholm back for a full year, hopefully.
But in center field.
But he's going to be flashy. He's going to be fun. He's going to hit some homers.
He can come play short.
Sixto Sanchez, is he back?
Yeah, he lost like 30 pounds.
Yeah, I know he looks different. Did he pitch in the spring?
I don't know if they've let him start pitching yet. He had Tommy John last year, I'm pretty sure.
Feels like he ain't pitched since like COVID.
He hasn't pitched since COVID. It's been one thing after another. He's pitched very briefly since they traded for him.
Huh. Yeah. He's good when he's out there.
Yeah.
He did not pitch.
Cabrera will be up there for a little while. The big name to watch.
Jesus Luzardo.
Yuri Perez is supposed to make his debut this year. He's supposed to be.
Edward Cabrera is really good. Yeah. They have pitching. They always do.
They probably do the best at developing pitching in the MLB.
Yeah, and then they trade them.
For bad pieces.
You bring in Avaciel Garcia, good hitter. Garrett Cooper's still there. Like we said, Jorge, Jesus Sanchez. I forgot about him. He was good last year. Is Brian Anderson still there? I think he went somewhere else.
He's third baseman no more?
He's gone.
Good.
Joey Wendell's a third baseman. John Birdie's there. Juan Segura gets to kill us again.
He's playing short.
He's going to hurt us again. Always does.
Don't forget about my boy.
Oh, they got Yuli Gurriel. Who's your boy?
Jazz.
Oh, yeah. Jazz. I don't know how that's going to go. We're going to see, though. But Yuli Gurriel is another solid. I mean, he's a good vet. Yeah, he hits the ball. First, probably.
That's where Garrett Cooper plays.
DH. I don't know. Yeah, the Marlins will be fun, though. Hopefully they don't cause us any problems. And then I guess the Phillies lost Reese Hoskins, torn ACL. Terrible to see that. Bryce Harper will be out until like June, I believe, or July. I forget when they said for sure.
Break.
Yeah. So that he'll be out for a while, but they do bring in Trey Turner, the killer of the Braves.
The best probably baseball player against the Braves right now.
Besides the NLCS.
Besides
who else do they have? Schwarber obviously is there. Real Muto, Castellanos.
They're still going to be good.
They're pretty good.
Brandon Marsh, Alec Baum. Who's the second base kid that was playing shortstop? That played shortstop last year. He's a prospect. Can't think of this kid's name. Oh my God, what is it? Stott. Bryson Stott. Yeah. He had a good year at the end of the year. I mean, they've got a deep lineup, and it'll obviously get better as the year goes on. Replacing Reese Hoskins, I don't know exactly who will do that. This Derek Hall guy, they brought him up. I think he had a couple homers against the Braves last year.
Where
just a
did
power
Reese go?
bat. What'd you say?
Where did Reese go?
He tore his ACL.
Yeah,
Tore it in
it's big.
probably a week ago in spring. Pitching wise, Aaron Nola, obviously, Zach Wheeler, Ranger Suarez is back. They bring in who's the one from Taiwan Walker.
Yeah,
they paid him a lot of money to come to Philly.
To be a bum.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that at all.
One bit.
The bullpen, I feel, is due for some regression. They kind of overperformed during that World Series run.
Except for Jose Alvarado, he's probably the filthiest guy in MLB.
I don't know. I'm still, but
sinker.
he'll walk you.
Yeah, but
He'll walk the bases loaded.
mile-an-hour seat.
But I'm not scared of him.
Bull crap.
I'm not. There's not a single person in that Phillies bullpen I'm scared of.
I'm not scared of Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, God, no.
I ain't afraid of him. I fear God. I won't fear him.
The Phillies will be good, though. You expect them to be a playoff team. And obviously it's all about what they do for the first 2 or 3 months and how they handle the no Harper situation and how Trey Turner fits in. But I think Trey Turner can fit in on any baseball team probably.
Yeah, he can fit on.
I would have loved to have him in Atlanta.
Yeah, bring him to Atlanta. We'll trade you a lot for him. Then the Mets, who biggest issue with them, lost Edwin Diaz. I think that honestly, it's being talked about a lot. I don't think it's being talked about enough. I think the loss of him is gonna cost them 10 to 15 wins. I really do. I think it's huge because as we said it last night on the Dirty Boot Sports Pod, like he caused the game to pretty much just shut down when he came in. Like he got in the game.
He had the best year a closer has had
since Mariano, probably.
Yeah.
Or like K-Rod. Like it really felt anytime that the Braves played him, or when we were tracking the Mets playing on the phone while we were in the division race and everything, we were practically waiting to do something before the 9th inning.
Yeah.
Like it felt like in the 8th inning we had to make our shot, and sometimes not even in the 8th because they'd put them in with they'd let them do a 5-out save. They weren't scared to do that. He was incredible last year. Got paid a lot of money.
Deservingly so.
5 years, like $100 million. It was a good bit. 87 million, maybe something like that. Tore his patella tendon, I believe. 8-month injury. So I don't know if that's even. I don't know if they've talked about him coming back for a postseason run. Maybe.
I don't see them allowing that.
Yeah, I mean it'd be close to fitting the timeline.
I couldn't do it if I had that much money invested.
Yeah, maybe not, but and also we'll see where they even are at that time of the year.
You're talking about guys probably be in a wheelchair for a little while, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So terrible to see that. But with the Mets, Uncle Stevie will pay to get somebody else.
He'll get the best reliever that's on the market.
Well, as I've seen many New York articles written about, they think that he's going to go and get Alexis Diaz, his brother, from the Reds. Because he's like a 26-year-old incredible closer for the Reds. What do the Reds need him for? Nothing. So the Mets will probably trade for him. Expect that at some point. And he's really good. He's a really good closer.
Yeah.
The Mets though brought in Verlander. So you're rocking with 2 40-year-olds, expecting to get 50 starts out of them for the year?
60.
It's going to be. I think that's going to be really rough. I really do. I don't. If I'm a Mets fan,
there's no way one of them does not end up on the
Exactly. Like
no way.
Both of them making 20 starts seems like a long shot. It really does.
That move had everything to do with Kate Upton.
Yeah. Verlander, the last year, Cy Young year, was great, but he still also had his injuries. I know he missed 15 days or so at the end of the year with something. I forget.
And he's 40.
Yeah, literally. And 2 years removed from Tommy John. So Scherzer never really bothered me as a Braves fan. I feel like we always hit him pretty well. Obviously, he's still an incredible pitcher. He's going to be good whenever he's out there.
He doesn't give me the fear that Jacob deGrom gave.
Oh, no, not even close. Not even close. And then third, they'll have Jose Quintana. Yeah, Quintana. He's fine. Nothing great. Then they're bringing in Koda Senga, one of the foreigners.
This pitch that's called the ghost pitch.
Yeah, we'll see what that is. That means. I believe they signed him for 5 years, $75 million. And then who was the fifth that they went with?
Is it David Peterson?
Can't remember. No, Carrasco.
Oh, Cookie Carrasco.
Yeah, because David Peterson's going to be the AAA starter. And I mean, David Peterson being your 6th starter is, that's about like the Braves, their situation with an Ian Anderson or a Soroka or an Elder. You know, the Mets have plenty of pitching. I mean, Peterson did a lot for them last year and was pretty good. And I think Tyler McGill as well. He was good for them. Yeah, Cookie Carrasco, though, nothing great. Not scared of him, but he's a solid pitcher, especially as your 3 to 5, something like that.
He'll be fine as a 5.
Yeah. And then the bullpen, I think David Robertson's still there. They brought him in.
He's going to move into the closer spot. And Adam Ottavino's still there, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ottavino.
Their bullpen, though, it's solid. Nothing great. The loss of Diaz is huge. But as I said, Cohen will make sure that doesn't last forever, I feel. And then the lineup, they have Alonso. They got rid of James McCann, who everyone hated for them. Brought in Omar Narvaez, I believe, from the Brewers. He was a solid catcher for them. Got Eduardo Escobar still at third. They went with him over Beatty, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, they sent him back down. They're not ballsy like the Braves. Guillorme's still there. Lindor, Jeff McNeil. They have a good infield. They really do. They have depth as well. And the catcher, Alvarez, he's not making the opener roster either.
People love him, but I don't really see why. He doesn't do a lot for me.
He doesn't have he's a better hitter than he is a catcher.
Yeah, and
he's essentially. I was about to say that he's kind of a Contreras. Outfield: Starling Marte, back healthy. Brandon Nimmo, Tommy Pham, Mark Canha.
Brandon Nimmo off his fresh 9-figure contract
for like 8 years too. Long contract.
Wow.
He's a good player, but he's a good player. I don't think he's that kind of player though. I really don't.
No, he's just a good baseball player.
Yeah. Mets will be good. I do think they take a step back. I don't think they're in 100 games or whatever they were last year. I wouldn't be shocked if the Phillies finish in second place behind the Braves.
Yeah, mainly because you know what the Phillies got.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never fully believe in the Mets lineup.
Yeah, I won't either.
And
the Phillies lineup is better. To
compete in our division, you have to score runs.
Yeah.
Because, best on best, when it's best on best, yeah, better pitching beats better hitting. But whenever you do not have that necessarily, better pitching, then you're not going to shut down a Braves offense.
Yeah. And
so you're going to have to be able to go toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah, and as we said, they've lost Diaz, and now, if they don't get 60 starts from the two 40-year-old Hall of Famers, they're going to be in trouble pitching.
Big time.
They're going to be in trouble. And, all it takes is a blister or something like that, and they're starting to reel. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. If my predictions are Phillies finishing second, I think they're just a well-constructed team, and they'll spend as well. They're going to go. They're going to go for
last year.
Yeah, they've actually done it.
Yeah,
which is something that we didn't think they would do at all last year. But yeah, so you want to move on to our last segment?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do some bets.
Yeah, so we've been talking about doing this.
Excited about this.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing this for a while. I went on DraftKings to do this. They have a lot of stuff. I believe Peyton last night was looking at FanDuel, so you might can find some similar things. Maybe not exactly, but if not, sign up for DraftKings if you haven't. I'm sure you can get a promo. There's probably something for MLB opening weekend or something like that.
Drop gamble parish.
Yeah, or wherever you're at listening. Yeah, but let's get into this. I've got some stuff that was very interesting to see, and I'm all over it. And we'll put out a graphic for this before Thursday. Maybe try to get this out tomorrow. Let you go play some futures.
Yeah, for sure.
So where do we want to start? I'll go with Braves World Series. How about that, huh? Plus 750. That's pretty good odds.
That's what number odds is that?
I believe they're third. It's Astros, Dodgers, Braves.
Freaking Dodgers.
Yeah, it's the Dodgers. You can't count them out. As bad as you want to, you can't.
One that's not a Braves one. Oh, I'll do all my Braves.
I have a lot that aren't Braves. Most of mine aren't Braves.
One that stuck out to me was Acuna over 29.5 home runs.
You think?
I think he's going to get 30 at least.
Well, I like the Matt Olson home runs.
If he's healthy, that's in the bag.
Exactly. And I got Olsen on here too.
Olsen 35.5.
35.5. Yeah, I'll take the free.
I think
money.
Riley was like 32.5.
Yeah, Riley's he's a little bit more streaky though.
But he's hit 33 plus the past 2 years.
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me if he hits 40. I think Ronnie, my bet with him is to lead the league in lead the MLB in runs scored.
He scores a lot.
He scores a lot of runs, plus 900, and that's something that last year before he tore his ACL, he was killing it in that, and most of that is because of his plate discipline that you saw got better and better, and it continues to get better and better. The more he watches the ball, the more he leads off with a walk, gets on base, and then you've got Matt Olson, Austin Riley, the rest of the gang back there to bat him in. I mean,
yeah, he's going to have all the protection in the world behind him.
Plus 900 for Ronnie to lead the league in runs scored. I believe he's like 5th best odds.
I'll take that.
He's also the favorite for stolen bases. I just don't think he's going to do that.
I think he's going to have too many extra base hits.
Hey, he'll still 3rd. He won't care.
Kyle, you got one?
Me? No. I don't have any. I'm sorry.
This was your idea.
That was Clay's idea. I was doing all the research on the spring training stats.
You had a lot of research for that.
I did, man. I didn't even dive into a bunch of it, but I got it. So
I showed Harley that before I came over here, and she was like, "What's he do at work all day?" And I said, "I think he just hangs out unless a kid's sick or something." And she said,
yeah. I have a lot of hobbies.
Well, I've got plenty to fill in though. Some other just individual bets. AL East to win it. Orioles at plus 2,500 just seems crazy.
A lot would have to go right for them.
It would, but I don't think they're that far behind everybody else.
I don't either, but a lot went right last year when it wasn't supposed to.
But that's the thing. They're not supposed to regress. They're supposed to get better. Gunnar Henderson will be up. Adley Rutschman's like a top 3 catcher in the MLB already.
Adley Rutschman is like supposedly the second coming.
He is.
And if you look at his stats, they weren't that good last year.
Well, he doesn't hit, but he makes the game.
No, that's what people say he does best. He's a great hitter.
Yeah, but he's like the best defensive catcher in baseball already. He is.
JT Realmuto still laces up his cleats.
Yeah,
and he plays
Rutschman
special
does
teams.
too.
He takes a bill.
Like Rutschman changed that Orioles team last year. He was great.
I forgot about that, Kyle.
What?
Rutschman played special teams at Oregon State.
Oh yeah.
I totally forget about that. So he's a hard-nosed kid.
I just think that's crazy value for that. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But plus 2,500 is just a lot for a team that could make that Mariners type jump this year.
I'll tell you a good
Speaking
one.
of the Mariners, though, AL West Mariners plus 320.
What's that, Kyle?
Did Watson? He didn't participate in their spring, huh?
Oh
no. So he's still stuck in Double A ball, basically.
I made a hot take last night on the pod, Kyle, and I said this will be Zach Watson's final year of professional baseball.
Yeah,
I think
probably true.
I don't think he'll make it up to AAA, and at that point, I think he'll have to be honest with himself and be like, "Okay, I'm 27. It's time to find a career."
He didn't make that.
Year.
He didn't make that Double A jump.
I'm telling you, people say that's the new place where you find out if you got it or not to Double A.
They say once you get to Triple A, you're just waiting on somebody to go down to find a roster slot, but the Double A is the jump, the biggest jump.
It used to be Triple A. You know, it used to be okay. You get to Triple A, you find out. Now, since it's so much faster than that, like you said, that Triple A squad is basically a taxi squad wait. You know, that's your guys that you just have basically staying fresh to fill in on an injury basis. That's why you see guys
any
like
any Double A or Triple A club would slaughter LSU.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
But the Mariners though plus 320 to win the AL West. I'm really high on the Mariners this year. I don't think they're that far behind the Astros. The Astros, Altuve's gonna be out the first 2 months. Verlander's gone. Yes, the Astros replace pitching probably better than anybody in the MLB. They always find someone random that comes up and give you 5 shutout. Don't know how, but they do. But I just think the Mariners they're ready to take that next step. Last year they overachieved a little bit and made the playoffs gave the Astros, I believe, they won a wild card game first.
Yes.
Against.
It was that long one, man. Oh, no, that was against the Astros, was the long one.
Yeah.
They beat somebody to play the Astros. Because they put like 18 against the Astros.
Was it the Blue Jays?
Might have been.
I think it was the Blue Jays. But yeah, they gave the Astros a competitive series. It was a sweep, but none of the games were like blowouts.
Yeah.
Good
ball club.
Yeah, I think plus 320 for the pretty much hands down second team in that division it's just good odds.
Yeah.
And obviously J-Rod, incredible player, might be MVP this year. Ohtani still exists, Judge still exists, but Julio's got that type of flash about him.
Did
that
Judge win MVP last year?
Judge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Yankee.
Well, yeah, in the 62 home runs.
He's a Yankee.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember if they gave it to Ohtani.
But and the rest of mine, I don't know if they're just DraftKings exclusives or not, but
I got one.
If they are, okay, yeah. What you got?
I got Jacob deGrom over 198.5 strikeouts.
198.5. So that's 200.
Yeah, 200 strikeouts.
Does he do that every year?
If he pitches all year without getting hurt, I think it's a freaking cakewalk.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
well, has he done it though?
If he pitches 30,
I thought I remember you telling me this.
7 Ks a game.
I thought I remember you telling me this for an under.
He's going to pitch all year.
He's going to pitch all year?
Yeah.
That's bold.
I think he'll be fine.
Did he pitch in the spring? No, he's on the IL.
He's already on the IL?
I'm pretty sure.
No shot. He's pitching opening day.
Is he?
Take the under.
No, he's pitching open day, I think. Let me go look.
I don't see a stat for him in the spring.
He don't need stats.
He didn't pitch in the spring.
Opening day, Aaron Nola versus Jacob deGrom.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he's fine.
Last time he eclipsed 200 was 2019.
Was that the last time he pitched the whole season?
He pitched 32 games that year.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
He had 255 that year, 269 the year before, 239 the year before that, 205 in 2015. You need him to pitch 20, probably about 27 games, 26 games.
He averages 10 a game. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's nah. All right. Well, last year he had. Let's go 2021. 15 games, and he had 146 strikeouts.
So they've been on pace 5 more.
9.5 a game.
Yeah. So 10 a game. But that's still bold.
I mean, I think
you need him to go 25, probably.
Yeah, and I think he can. I think he just wanted out of New York that bad.
Maybe.
A little fun one, a little Braves homer pick right here. Jared Schuster, Rookie of the Year, plus 6,000 odds.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Not bad. That's not a bad. You take a flyer on it for a guy that's going to be the number 5 starter for a
great team,
who is predicted to be the number 1 seed in the NL.
Yeah,
the odds-on favorite to be number 1 seed.
I didn't even look at Rookie of the Year. That's a good bet.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Like a guy coming up from Double-A and winning it last year.
Yeah.
Jordan Walker is now the favorite. He is overtaking Corbin Carroll.
Really?
He's like plus 325, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
The next couple ones I have, like I said, I don't know if they're only DraftKings stuff or not. But like I said, just go to DraftKings and look for them. This one's under wins parlays. Diamondbacks, Marlins, Orioles to win 72 plus games each. That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks, I think they had.
I mean, that's almost 500 baseball.
Yeah, like you could. It's 10 games under 500.
Yeah. Like, come on now.
The Marlins were the only team that did not do this last year. They had 69, but like we said, they're gonna nice. They're gonna have a lot of people back this year. Sixto probably, Jorge, Chisholm, brought in Garcia, Gurriel, Segura. They're gonna be better. RAs, yeah, they're gonna be better. Orioles 72 for them for a team that was like 80 plus last year, almost made the playoffs. That feels like plus 150 for that, plus money for those 3 teams. It's fun, and they're all 3 teams that are fun to root for. You know, the teams that aren't really successful,
except the Marlins.
I mean, I don't. If I'm rooting for anybody else in the division, it's the Marlins.
I'm rooting for hell to break loose.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for
Padres and Braves both to record 90 plus regular season wins, plus 120. I think that feels pretty good.
Yeah, it should.
I mean, the Padres are loaded team, and they're gonna play the Diamondbacks, who I just hyped up a little bit. Rockies, Giants, a worse Dodgers team that they've seen they can beat now. I think that's pretty good. And Braves hitting 90. If they don't, this podcast is done. Guardians and Twins both to make the playoffs.
Ugh.
Plus 425.
No shot.
Why not?
I need better odds.
AL Central's bad. Tigers suck. Royals suck. White Sox aren't good.
Bad. They're all bad.
Guardians are good. Then the Twins, Correa's back. I mean, they're not bad.
They're not good either.
They're not. Astros and Mariners both to make the playoffs, minus 110. Feels like a lock.
Astros and who?
Mariners. Minus 110. Feels like a lock.
Yeah. That's almost even money.
So we have, for the NL East, it's called Forecast, where it's just got who's going to finish first and second. The favorite is obviously Braves Mets 1-2 plus 270, but Braves Phillies is plus 450 for the Phillies to finish in second.
I feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah, plus
that's
450.
Saying that the Mets aren't going to Met. So
that put the Mets at finishing third, which is, I mean, still good for them. And if you want to take it a step further, Philly to finish first and the Braves to finish second, plus 800, which is still pretty crazy odds. Another one that's along the lines of that, as I said, I think the Mariners win the AL West. So Mariners to finish first, Astros finish second, plus 450. And then a little fun one, I sent it to the group earlier because we talked about it last night. We gave our World Series contenders 35 of that, and we all had Braves, Astros in the top 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, this doesn't even feel like a homer pick because they're both incredible teams, and people that aren't even just us that are Braves and Astros fans feel like they're both the best teams in the NL and the AL. But for the Braves to beat the Astros in the World Series is plus 3,000. For the Astros to beat the Braves, it's also plus 3,000. So that's a fun thing to root for. I'm probably going to bet both of those.
Yeah,
because I mean that'd be fun just to. I mean, that'd be great content for this podcast. I know that. We would stream that entire series if that happens.
$10 on each.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
4-day school week. If the Braves play the Astros in the World Series, I'll be in Houston for one of the games.
There we go.
Or
Atlanta.
Atlanta. We've won a game. I mean, we've won a World Series, so I won't.
You won't feel nervous like you're messing up by being there?
Yes, I mean.
Like it was when we tried to go to the NLCS during COVID?
Yes. So if that happens, I will be there.
We were very close to going to the NLCS during COVID. The tickets were cheap. They really were.
Like way too cheap to be.
And it was in Dallas.
Yeah, it was at Arlington Park, the new Globe Life Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all got anything else? I don't even know how long this has been. A little over an hour, I think. Warriors just tipped off,
baby.
so
Warriors fell.
Yeah, I'm about to go get into that.
Go Braves, man! I can't.
Chop on, man.
Wait.
Chop on.
It's here, baby.
12:05. We have freaking made it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a graphic with some of those bets just to give some fun stuff to root for. Yeah, it's baseball season.
Yes, it is. It's so glorious.
I'm ready to have that on my TV every day. Every day.
12:05 in my classroom on my computer.
Where will CJB?
He'll be
Harley off?
Yeah, he'll be at home.
Okay.
You have to go over there and introduce me. This wise Uncle Clay right here.
Harley better have the game on.
She don't know how to do it.
She don't know how to do it.
She don't know how to find that channel. It's not the same channel for direct as is Dish every time.
Oh, really?
It changes based off the order. Like
that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm 47616.
I know Brian's handle number. So
yeah,
that's how I remember it over here. You're gonna have to go handle that for me.
CJ's got to watch the game.
You're gonna have to go handle that for
I'll
me.
Be there. Go Braves, man. Go Braves. Chop on.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Okay, that's it.
Wash your crack.
What?
I said, wash your crack.
I scrubbed it good.
All right, dudes. That was fun.
Heck yeah. I was so excited. Still
Thursday. 12:05. Give me something to do. I'll have to wake up early.